too, but do you change up the way you attack them, the way you have been playing them?
But you know what? We're going to try to get back to what we did in the first game and see if it still works. If it still works, we're going to stay with it. We'll run every now and then, but we need to make sure we take control of the ball. We got to make sure we hang on to the ball and be a little bit more patient with the ball and don't rush the ball. That's what we do. We rush a lot the ball. So we just got to be patient with it.
Well, have a good one tonight, and I'll try some of your pork luau, and we have a good one tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That was Warrior head coach John Kaneholani as he gets his team ready for tonight's matchup against the Red Raiders. It's KIF Boys Basketball, the pregame show on KauaiSports.com and Jams 98.1. We'll be right back. The thing is, oh yeah, she is. I know she looked at her phone. She didn't send me a message back. We're back at the Bernice Hunley Gym. And partner out there, Montemeyer, the coach.
How's it going?
We're doing okay. Man, I say this is a triple header for me. Monday, Tuesday, and now tonight.
Yeah, got a break Tuesday, for me, but I know you went out to go watch the game. I know it was in my backyard in Waimea. Didn't make it out there, but made it out to Kapaa tonight and, fought traffic, but everything's all right.
I think if Guy can make it, you can make it.
Yeah, I think, but Guy's on the staff, so he has no excuse,
Well, this is the start of the second round. We've seen all the games between these two teams. What do you think about tonight's game? Because I definitely don't think if Kapaa cannot guard the perimeter, we're going to have the same result as we had Monday night.
You got to pick your poison against Kauai High. You got to make them do something that they're not comfortable with. Either you're going to run them off the three-point line and have them drive to the basket and defend that way. Or you're going to full court press. You got to change the tempo, run more. You got to try something because it's the second round. Your backs are against the wall. You got to come out fighting. And, you need this game to start off the second round, with some momentum, after getting beat on Monday for the first round championship. But, for the Raiders, just keep doing what they're doing. Like you mentioned in the pregame, they've been hot from the outside, attacking the Kapaa and Waimea zone and kicking it out for the three-point shooters. And, the three-point shooters have been making open shots. And, there's not much more you can do, as a coach if you're defending Kauai. But, like I said, you got to pick your poison. Either you got to run them off the three-point line and make them drive to the basket.
Well, we didn't get what happened to that backboard. I've heard 3 stories. One of them we're going to throw out the window. So, 2 of them, I was told that they were fixing a backboard. They screwed in too tight and it broke. But then all night last night, I've been hearing that they had practice and they had thrown an alley-oop. Texon went up, got the ball, 360, put it on the backboard and rammed it home, and that's how it broke. So I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to ever get the truth.
The latter one sounds kind of far-fetched, 360 off the backboard. But, I wouldn't put it past Kikoa. He's a tremendous athlete. Like you said, we're not gonna get the true answer. So, we'll see what happens.
As I look at my message, I was also told, oh yeah, and I was also between the legs.
Wow. Awesome.
Well, don't forget, you can listen to us on Jams 98.1 or KauaiSports.com and YouTube. So don't tell me you didn't have a chance to watch this thing or listen to it, because we're trying to make it as easy as possible for you. So tonight's starters for Kauai High School, it's going to be Kaone Miguel, Joseph Kumlat, Christian Monero, Bryce Johnson Cormac, and Kekoa Texan. For the Kapaa Warriors, Christopher Yam, Carson Schmick, Bernie Calvin, Tristan Havelu Inanad, and Mosese Fefita. That's your starting 5 for each team. We'll get started in just a few seconds here at the Bernice Hundley Gym. And the other night, on Monday night, Mo Fefita knocked down a 3-pointer. That's how crazy of a game it was. And of course, Texan had the 2 dunks, almost had 3, but somebody gave him a little love tap as he went up for 1. So here we go. Start of the second round. And like I said, Kapaa's got to show a sense of urgency here. Other than that, this second round is going to be over in a hurry.
If Kauai, like I said, if Kauai continue to shoot the way they're shooting, lights out, like you just mentioned, it's going to be, lights out early. But, if listening to Coach John's pregame, if Kapaa can turn the ball over and get their transition game going, should be a fun game tonight.
And, I tried to, before Monday night, I tried to analyze the series between these two teams. And I've just come to believe that Kapaa caught Kauai on a really bad night on the season opener. Here goes Schmick against Texan will jump. And I will tell you now, Texan no doubt has the advantage here as far as leaping ability goes. He may also be the best leaper we've seen in a long, long time in the KIF. Texan controls this, but it ends up in the hands of Bernie Calvin. Now it's Tristan Havelu Inanad on the far side to Schmick looking inside. And here's Havelu Inanad for a 3. That's no good. Yam with the rebound, puts it up, no good. Fefita had it and lost it. It went off of, no, they're going to say off of Fefita. I thought that was off of Miguel.
Kind of looks like it was off of Miguel, but obviously Fefita got a fingertip on it.
Miguel brings the ball down court, left side to Monera. Monera back outside to Miguel where he can make the 3. In the corner to Johnson Cormac, who's got the headband tonight. Head fake Miguel into the lane, nobody home, and he misses. No, he gets it to go. Kaone Miguel gets his first 2 of the night.
And Kauai has been doing that all season long, penetrating the Kapaa zone, right there, nobody, worried about the 3-pointer, nobody picked him up, got an open layup down the middle of the lane.
There's a bad pass that ends up in the stands. Turnover goes to the Red Raiders, and Kauai High School Kapaa already doing what they're not supposed to be doing.
Not the start that they ultimately are looking for. It's early in the game yet, just down 2-0, but you can't give Kauai any openings.
There's Miguel, who averages 8 points a game. He had 5 the other night, including a 3-pointer. Johnson Cormac to Miguel. Kaone Miguel guarded by Calvin. Miguel into the lane again, gets it to Texan, knocked away by Schmick. He ends up with it, Calvin. Now it's Havelu Inanad. And he'll control the Warrior offense on this trip. 2-0 Kauai High School. They get to Calvin. Inside, knocked away by one of the Red Raiders. Ends up in the hands of Miguel. He's going to lead the Red Raider fast break. Gets it to Johnson Cormac. Goes baseline, cut off nicely by Schmick. Now Kauai is going to reset their offense. That's Monera to Miguel. Miguel near the top of the key. Gets it to Johnson Cormac. We're going to get a block against Schmick. That's going to be his first. Team's first.
Tough foul on Schmick. Little bit of speed disadvantage for him against Johnson Cormac. Cormac took it down the side and draw the foul on Schmick.
Here's Johnson Cormac. Now it's Miguel, and we get a whistle inside. I'm not sure what the call was. If it's 3 seconds, that was an awfully quick 3 seconds.
Unless, I don't know who they called it on. I don't know if it was on Schmick or Texan. Maybe Texan just lost sight of where he was on the court.
Now into the game for Kapaa, Christian Roslin. They get inside to Christopher Yam. His shot is no good. Rebound, Texan. Gets it to Kumlat. Kumlat in traffic. Havelu Inanad picks his pocket. Havelu Inanad, left elbow, puts up the jumper. That's no good. Rebound, Texan. Looks like Havelu Inanad could have gotten into the lane. Kumlat in the corner to Johnson Cormack. Open for three. That's no good. Rebound, Rawson. Wide open is Yam, and Rawson's going to take it himself. Now he gets it to Yam. Head fake. Puts it up. No good. Texan got a piece of that. Yam gets his own rebound, puts it up, and gets fouled. And I kind of thought if Rawson gave it up earlier, he would have had an easy layup for Yam.
You know, just a matter of not knowing maybe the numbers or dribbling with his head down. You know, Rawson didn't see Yam open on the right side of the lane and, you know, failed to get it to him earlier, or else it would have been an easy 2 points.
First personal on Monera as Yam makes the first one. First team foul against Kauai High School for Christopher Yam, 44% on the season, averaging 3.5 points a game. Second free throw is no good. The ball ends up in the hands of Johnson Cormack, who still hasn't stuck a fork in it. Now he gets it to Texan. Miguel, he's going to bomb the three. It's up, and it's in.
Nice shot by Miguel. You know, Fifita was there cutting off the drive, just pulled up a tree and, you know, hit it wide open.
That's the fourth triple of the season for Miguel. Calvan back outside to Rawson. He'll pump the three. It's up. That's way off target. It'll bounce off the wall, and cameraman Todd gets a hand on that ball, and it's going to be Kauai High School basketball.
You know, Kapaa needs to do a better job of, you know, giving that ball a chance to shoot. You know, like we've mentioned before, they've struggled from the outside. You know, to open up the inside, they need to make those shots to get a more balanced attack on offense.
4:52 to go here in the first. 5-1 Kauai High School. All five scored by Miguel. Monera to Texan. Texan Kumlat. Kumlat the jumper right in front of Fifita. Misses on the bank shot. Rebound Roslin. Here come the Warriors. Trailing 5-1. Havelu Inanad of the basketball on the far side. As kicked by Kumlat, it'll be Kapaa basketball. You know, Havelu Inanad, you know, not exactly the most fundamental of passes, but if he goes two-handed right over Kumlat, he's got a wide open man right at the edge of the paint.
You know, when you go one hand and you rear back, you know, you're kind of telegraphing the pass, and, you know, nice footwork by Kumlat to break up that inbounds pass.
Nice bounce pass. Havelu Inanad to Schmick inside. That's the first basket of the night for Schmick and the Warriors.
Right there, Inanad makes up for that bad pass, makes a nice pass inside for the assist.
Miguel, the running one-hander from the baseline is good. 7-3 Red Raiders, and it's Kaone Miguel's 7 and the Kapaa Warriors 3.
You know, and the Warriors haven't contained Miguel so far. They've been letting him get to the interior of their defense, and he's been scoring on a variety of runners and layups.
Havelu Inanad in the lane, off the glass, no good. With the rebound, Johnson Cormack, he's being hounded by two Warriors. And I'll tell you what, there is no way that ball should have gotten to jump ball. They had Warriors reaching in and slapping at him from all angles.
You know, as long as it's fair, as coaches, we won't grumble. But, you know, once it turns, then, you know, we're gonna kind of question those calls.
I think the definition is once you gain an advantage, that's when the foul should be called. And I thought Johnson Cormack would have had that cleanly if they didn't have somebody slapping at his hands. Monera gets it to Texan, spins, loses it into the hands of Fifita, and now it's Christian Roslin. Tried to go baseline, cut off nicely by Kumlat. Havelu Inanad wanted that ball. He was open on the far side. Here's a three by Havelu Inanad, no good. Rebound Kumlat. The Red Raiders coming down court. Monera gets it to Kumlat. Kumlat back to Monera, goes off the stage, and that'll be Warrior basketball on the turnover.
No, so miscommunication right there. Monera was going out to the three-point line. Kumlat thought he was driving towards the basket and, you know, turned the ball over, giving the ball to Kapaa.
See, Gunnar Berkman just came into the game, and I looked at it. He's got the wrong number jersey. He's got to wear the number 3, not the 2. He's got more 3s and 2s on the year. Here's Carson Schmick, cross court to Rafael Roslin. Baseline, that's no good. Rebound, Roslin gets it right back. Havelu Inanad for 3, looks good. That's short. Rebound Roslin, they get it to Fifita. Inside to Schmick, turns, knocked away by Monera. Wide open is Johnson Cormack, but kicked away by one of the Warriors. Miguel with it. Trying to get through traffic, finally gets it to Monera. In the corner, Johnson Cormack won't take the shot. Now it's Monero. And they're going to play a little better perimeter D here. Johnson Cormack in the lane, poked away by Roslin. That's Christian Roslin. And we're going to get a foul against Christian Roslin. That's going to be his first, team's the second. And it'll be a non-shooting foul. Red Raiders will take it out of bounds.
Kapaa unable to contain Kauai High on the perimeter. Kauai High just attacking that zone and picking up fouls.
And here's Miguel, gets it knocked away. It'll be off of Roslin. Kauai High School basketball. Kauai High School throws it into, or Miguel throws it into Monero. It's kind of difficult because do you load up and guard the perimeter and give up one-on-one baskets on the inside? Or do you go inside and give up all the shots outside? Here's Monero, left side of the lane, off the glass, yes.
Again, poor man-to-man defense or on-ball defense giving Kauai High the lanes, and they've been getting easy baskets so far.
9-3, Kauai High School. First person to score for Kauai High School, not named Miguel. Or not named Kaone Miguel. 1:43 left in the first. Habelina Nod. Off the glass, high off the glass. Rebound Texon over everybody for that board. There's Gunnar Berkman, the corner Monero, 4-3. It's up, in and out. Rebound Schmick. Gets it to Christian Rawson. Now Haveluina Nod on the far side. Little bit of push off. I'll tell you what, we had that call all season long. And a clear push off, and we don't get it here tonight.
That was right in front of Peter Reno. It was clear as day that we seen the push off, arm extended. But, like I say, if you're not going to call it now, don't call it later on when the game is tight.
Okay, last night I was informed of that foul. I was calling it a push off. It's a displacement. Big deal. Rocky Road, chocolate with the marshmallows, they're all the same thing. Come on.
Getting back to that jersey thing, how you talked about Gunnar Berkman wearing 3 instead of 2. I was looking at the roster. I don't think, the way jerseys passed out, I think seniors have the say in what number they have. So I guess Coney took 3, and I guess Gunnar is stuck with 2. So maybe next year he'll wear 3.
You know what's funny? When Gunnar is a senior, he still ain't going to get senior privileges because he's going to look like he's in 7th or 8th grade. Like I was sitting right next to him doing my pregame show with Coach Epo. I was like, oh my God, it's Gunnar Berkman. There's Monero. Right side. No, he loses it into the hands of Yame. He throws it away. Right back to the Red Raiders. No, they're going to say one of the Red Raiders touched it. It'll be Kapaa basketball.
They had a 3-on-2.
Look at him.
So unassuming.
Yes.
Looks like a middle schooler, but plays well. Hits the open threes, and, he's deadly from outside.
And he's quiet. They get it to Saxon Shiro. Nice head fake. One-hander. No good. Rebound loose. It ends up in Shiro's hands. Gets it. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. The ball still loose. Haveluina Nado puts it up. No. But he'll get fouled on the shot. And it's going to go against Bryce Johnson Cormack. And they're going to call it against Paglinawan. I don't even see a 21. It's got to be 24.
Hey, is that the magnet?
Braden Armstrong, his first, team's second. He's in the game less than 30 seconds. First free throw by Inanad is good.
Like we talked about it on Monday, some guy just have a knack for that foul, and unfortunately for Armstrong this year, he's been the magnet.
Inanad, 43% from the foul lines. He gets his second one, averaging 7.5 per game. A little bit of pressure by the Warriors. Johnson Cormack with it. Comes right down the middle of the lane, gets it to Armstrong, and he is going to get fouled as he makes his way to the basket. And he's almost fortunate it's not a charge.
Nice play by Johnson Cormack, breaking down his man one-on-one and, driving that lane and drawing Armstrong's defender and making the correct pass, and Armstrong drawing the foul.
That'll go against Christian Roslin, his first. First free throw is good. Rolls and goes for Armstrong. And Armstrong this season averaging 0.5 points a game. First free throw attempt, and it's good. Second free throw for Armstrong.
Looks like Kapaa is they're not doing the 5-in, 5-out thing tonight. They're just going with a regular rotation.
Second free throw is good. And I think Coach John is going to end up, and we're going to see it right here, that he's got to guard with guard Kauai High School with 3 guards. Raphael Rawson guarded by Manera. They go baseline to Shira. Haveli Nanad back to Shira. Head fake, gets it into the lane. Slapped away by Johnson Cormack. And they're going to call a whistle either on Armstrong or Cormack. And this is going to be against, I mean, it's almost comical. I mean, I'm not teasing them. It's just, like I said, and foul magnet is the most appropriate phrase I can come up with.
You know, when you're not in position to stop the drive and you're trying to reach in, majority of the time you're going to get called. And that's what happened to Armstrong, not in position to take a charge. You know, I reached in and got called for the foul.
Shira misses the first. He's got one more. Averages score is 56% from the foul line, averaging 8.8 points a game. I think it's number 4 in the league in scoring. Manera gets it to Bryce Johnson Cormack. Armstrong is open, gets it to him off the glass. Yes, good hustle by Braden Armstrong, and he's got 4 points on the night.
You know, 2 possessions in a row. Johnson Cormack to Armstrong.
Here's a shot blocked by Manera. Texan is going to hoist it. But I was going to say that the other night, Armstrong scored 6 points for Kauai High School as the first quarter comes to an end. 13-6, Kauai High School. End of the first quarter, we'll take a 60-second break. It's KIF Boys Basketball on KauaiSports.com and Jams 98.1. We'll be right back. We are back at the Bernice Hunley Gym, 13-6 Kauai High School. And Kapaa will have the basketball. Here's Daniel Yabis into the lane. We're going to get a reach in by Kumla. And for Kumla, his first, team's 4th.
You know, nice first half for Yabis beating Kumla on the drive, and Kumla had to foul him to stop them from scoring 2 points.
In the first quarter, Kapaa 3 of 6 from the foul line. Kauai High School 2 of 2. Here's Calvin from the baseline. Off target, rebound, Johnson Cormack. As Shira mistimed his jump. 13-6. Kauai High School. Whenever I can't jump high enough, I'm going to use that excuse. Mistimed my jump. Here's Shira with the steal as he just took that pass right out of midair. Kapaa with the basketball. 7:25 to go in the first half. On the wing, that's Raphael Ross, and his shot is no good off of one of the Red Raiders, and it's going to be Kapaa basketball.
You know, bad break for the Raiders right there. 3 guys were just looking at each other, seeing who's going to get the rebound, and I think it was off Kumlat, giving Kapaa another offensive possession.
Into the game is Kekoa Texan for Kauai High School. They throw it into Schmick. Schmick back outside to Fifita. Now it's Yabis. Off of Texan, Kapaa will get the ball right back.
You know, right there, Texan just not ready for the rebound. You know, usually long shots is long rebounds, and fortunately for Kauai, off his hands.
I got to scam some of these chips and dip from the guy sitting next to me, man. Unbelievable. On the far side, that's Yabes, goes baseline. And we're going to get a blocking call against Johnson Cormack. His first, team's 5th. And usually you try to figure out how the officials are calling this game. Tight, a little bit loose. And right now, the best I can say is inconsistent.
You know, basically is all we ask for as coaches, just to be consistent, you know, so the game can be played, you know, on the floor by the kids.
Travis Gerard into the game for Kauai High School. Bounce pass to Schmick inside. Nice give to Yabes. That's blocked by Texan. Into the corner by Johnson Cormack. Now he comes down court. On the wing, gets it to Berkman. Now it's Kumla. Berkman with the basketball. Top of the key. And gets it to Johnson Cormack. Into the lane. That's not. I thought that was kicked, but I don't think it doesn't look like it. Schmick knocked it away to Gerard. Tried to get it to Kumlat. Ends up in the hands of Johnson Cormack, and he said he stepped on the sideline. And it'll be Kapaa basketball.
Bad decision by Johnson Cormack there. Should have let the ball go. Looked like a Kapaa player touched it, but went for it. Stepped on the end line again. Gives Kapaa another offensive possession.
Getting back to that block by Texan. Nowadays when somebody blocks the ball, kids are screaming like it's the greatest thing that they ever saw in their life. Here's Calvan going up to take the shot, and I'll finish that in a few seconds. Kumlat with the rebound. Down court to Berkman. Won't hoist the three. Gets it to Kumlat. He goes baseline, gives it right to Texan. At the foul line, Gerard, the drive. We get a blocking foul against Schmick. And for Schmick, his second, team's fourth. But getting back to that thing, I think Texan did what you ought to do. Not just knock that thing 8 rows deep into the stands, but block it and let one of your guys track it down. And Bill Russell, for the Celtics long ago, was just a master at it.
That's not the cool thing to do most of the time. The cool thing to do is block it and send it 5 rows into the stands. But, Texan did a good job to keep it inbounds for them, to give them another possession.
Here's the 3 attempt by Miguel. No good. The ball is still loose, and Miguel's got it. That could have been an over and back. Miguel bounced pass to Monera. I know he stepped on the line, but did he have possession at the time? Monera, the drive. And there's going to be a foul prior to the pass. This will go against Calvan. And both teams are to rack up fouls. That's 5 team fouls against the Warriors, first on Calvan.
Again, Kauai continues to attack this defense of Kapaa, and Kapaa not able to stop them on the drives.
Good defense by Schmick, knocking away that pass into the hands of Raphael Rossin. Yabis, now Schmick. Schmick cannot hang on to it, but a foul called on the reach-in on Kumlat. And for Kumlat, it's going to be his second, but that's 16 fouls against the Red Raiders. Non-shooting foul. Kapaa will throw it in. Yabis for 3. That's up, looks good, and he buries it. Daniel Yabis, his first points of the night, and it's now 13-9. Red Raiders up by just 4.
Kapaa needs to do more of that so they can open up their offense for the inside guys, for Mo and Schmick.
Carney Miguel with the basketball. Looks to his right, goes left in the middle. Gerard at the foul line, the drive, puts it up. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Fifita. He's going to get it to Raphael Roslin. He gets it to Calvan. Calvan going baseline and throws it back outside. Fifita for 3. In and out. Rebound, Red Raiders. Nope, they loses it into the hands of the Warriors. Fifita, I thought was feeling it from Monday night. Hoist the 3. The drive, Yabis for 3 again. That's no good. Rebound, Monera. He'll bring it down court for the Red Raiders. Monera go to his right, Miguel. Baseline, the little jumper, yes. Tony Miguel's got a nice little shot when he's on the move.
Nice and smooth. That's a tough shot to hit. Running, floating toward the basket, but, made it look easy.
9 points for Kauai Miguel. Here's a steal by Gerard. Gets it to Texan. Now it's Kumla. 4:15 to go, and we're going to see, now this is what I'm talking about. We're going to get a push off, and I'm not going to argue with the call because I thought it was a pretty good call. But the one we saw about 4 or 5 minutes ago against Kapaa was clearly the same thing, and we didn't get the call then.
One ref seen it one way. I think that the ref was on that sideline right in front was Mr. Peter Reno, and that one was in front Alan Bronco. So, Bronco has been consistent calling those calls all year, even with the girls. So, you can't do that in front of him, obviously.
That's 3 personals on Kumlat, 17 fouls on the Red Raiders. Kai Maroney into the game for Kapaa. Here's Shira trying to find some room on the baseline, can't get it. Gets it to Havelu Inanat. Shira turns around off the glass, no good. Rebound, Maroney, put back, no. The rebound, Texan. He's got Monera open. Monera to the glass. The scoop shot, no good, but we're going to get a foul prior to the shot. Now, is this offensive or defensive? This is going to go against Havelu Inanad. 16 foul against Kapaa. First on Havelu Inanad, non-shooting foul. And I kind of thought he was in the act of shooting there.
Looks like, but maybe he got it on the ground before he was going up to shoot.
Johnson Cormack to Miguel. Now it's Berkman, who hasn't put a shot up yet. And he's killing me. Miguel backs out near midcourt. Bounce pass Johnson Cormack along the baseline. Texan. Texan guarded by Shira. Into the lane now. Outside Miguel for three. It's up. That's long. And surprisingly, I didn't get the cable. Havelina out of the bat with the basketball. He's guarded by Manera. 3:20 to go here in the second quarter. Turnaround jumper. Shira from left elbow. Yes.
Here, a nice smooth shot by Shira, catching it at the left elbow and draining a 2.
3:09 left here in the first half. And we'll get a timeout called for by Kauai High School, but we'll keep it right here at the Bernice Hundley gym. And how about you talk and I scam some of this chips and dip from this guy?
Kapaa right now, even though they're down 4, they've looked way better than what they did Monday. They've controlled the tempo, keeping Kauai at bay. Kauai still doing a good job attacking the lane. Not as much 3 shooting tonight, but they're still holding the lead. You worry when, as a coach, after a big game on Monday, if the hangover effect is in play. But looks like the Raiders are here to play, and it's a nice close game right now.
Coming out of the Red Raider timeout, we got 3:06 to go here in the first half. Johnson Cormack is going to toss it in. He gets it to Miguel. And I think Kai Maroney doesn't get enough playing time for Kapaa. I don't cheer for him. It's just I think he's a good enough player where he deserves more time. This is off of Miguel. It'll be Kapaa basketball. He plays decent D. Pretty good D, actually. Can shoot the ball and can take it to the basket.
He looks like a basketball player. That lanky,
gym rat.
Gym rat, yeah.
Oh, here's a drive by Yabes. A breakdown in Red Raider defense, and Yabes off the glass and in.
No help, backside help right there. Yabes takes it all the way to the basket for an easy layup.
2:32 to go here in the first half. Berkman, Johnson Cormack drives to the lane, gets it to Texan, who mishandled it but regains it, puts it up off the glass, and scores. He's got his first basket of the night.
Johnson Cormack has been dropping some pretty dimes, man, out there tonight. To Armstrong and that one to Texan.
Havelina not inside to Shira. He loses it. This goes off of the Warriors. Kauai High School basketball.
Tough break right there for Kapaa. Had a nice pick and roll play. The roll guy was open and just mishandled the ball.
Man, this salsa is killing me. It smells so good. Here's the drive by Miguel. That's no good on a running one-hander. Shira. Oh, lead pass to Yabes off the glass. Yes, Daniel Yabes with 7 points beats the Red Raiders down court. Johnson Cormack for 3. It's up there. Looks good. Off target. Rebound Yam. Havelina now to Maroney. 1:32 to go here in the first half. Kapaa right back in at 17-15. Maroney with a pretty travel. Scores on the reverse layup. Good.
Nice layup by Maroney. That's tough with the right hand. Going the opposite way. Put some opposite English on that to get that layup to go.
Well, that was 3.5 steps at least. There's Texan off the glass. Good counter basket. And there's a Warrior foul.
There's athleticism again by Texan, showing going up high, actually flowing away from the basket to be able to finish that and, at the line to see if he can complete that old-fashioned three-point play.
This one's on Kai Maroney, his first. However, that's the team Warriors 7th. So Kauai High School is going to be the 1-1 bonus for the next 67 seconds. Here's the miss by Texan. Only Manera moves, and Johnson Cormack puts it up, and we're going to get another foul against the Warriors. And the only guy that was paying attention there was Manera.
Bad break. I guess Kapaa thought there was 2 shots, so nobody moved. Only like you said, Manera paid attention, dished the ball to Johnson Cormack. Now he's at the line for 2 more free throws.
So Johnson Cormack gets the first. That's his first point of the night. It leads the KIF in scoring at 13.8. He's also 50% from the foul line, which I find just mind-blowing. Second free throw is in and out. Rebound Fifita, down to a minute left in the first half. Maroney to Yabes. Yabes to Fifita. Looking inside to Shira. Shira has it, loses it, And we're going to get that little push-off call, and I think that's another good call.
I think so. Shira extended that elbow, pushing off on Cormac. And like I said before, you can't do that in front of Alan Bronco. He's been calling that consistently all year long. You can't get away with that with him.
First personal on Shira. That's 18 fouls against Kapaa. 20-17, Kauai High School with a 3-point lead. No doubt Kapaa has played a little better in the last two meetings between these two teams.
And they've done it on the defensive end, holding Kauai High down.
Monera's shot is no good. Not the shot Coach Yoshioka wanted with 38 seconds to go. Here's Haveluina. Now we're going to get a timeout called for by Kapaa. That comes with 26.8 seconds to go, a 30-second break. So we're going to keep it here at the Bernice Hundley gym.
I thought right there Coach Ipo would probably wind that clock down, take the last shot. Obviously Monera was open. Took the open shot but missed it. Now, you give Kapaa a chance to close out the half on some momentum. If, hit the three to tie it, or, get it, hit the two to get it 2-1 and get some momentum going into halftime.
So with 26.8 seconds to go, Kauai High School will have the ball. Or excuse me, Kauai High School will have the ball.
Kapaa.
Oh, Kapaa will have the ball. Sorry, for whatever reason, I thought Kauai High School called the timeout.
You're thinking of the salsa too much, I think.
I know so. Halftime can't come quick enough. On the wing to Yabis. Yabis, the Shira baseline, puts it up. Yes.
He's got a big basket right there, closing the gap to one. See if Kauai can get the last shot.
Down to 10 seconds. Johnson Cormac. Now it's Miguel. Miguel with 2 seconds left. Berkman for three. And that's no good. So 20-19, and we got a ball game here at halftime, folks. The Red Raiders lead the Warriors by 1. And like I said, a better effort by the Warriors in the first half after the last two meetings. Last two meetings.
Better effort by the Warriors, especially on the defensive end. They've kept the game close, giving themselves a chance. Right there, the last possession for Kauai, I thought Koani Miguel didn't know how much time was on the clock. With 4 seconds, he was almost by half court. And they didn't get a good opportunity on the offensive end with, Berkman taking a tough shot from, falling away from about, 25 feet. So, not the way that Coach Ipo probably wanted to finish the half. But they still have the 1-point lead, and see if they can continue to grow on that.
Well, the halftime all. I know. They sent it back to the station. Take a 2-minute timeout. Boys basketball, boys sports stops on the gym. I need not want to be like that. They just. Danny, I'm not sure what happened. But just play spots until I get back. Danny, I'm actually going to hang up and call back, okay? Oh, something happened to our board. Well, there we go. Okay, ready. Yeah, yeah. We are back at the Bernie Sunley Gym. Sorry for that little technical glitch. Halftime. And just to run down some numbers for Kauai High School, they lead it 20 to 19. They are 3 of 5 from the foul line as a team. Kaoni Miguel has got 9 points to lead the Red Raiders. Monero's got 2, 1 for Johnson Cormac, 4 for Kikoa Texan, and 4 for Braden Armstrong. For Kapaa, they are 3 of 6 from the foul line. 2 points for Tristan Habelu Inanad, 7 for Yabes, 2 for Moroni, 2 for Schmick, 4 for Shira, and 1 for Christopher Yam. Alton, his game is close. So, well, you know, if you're in a locker room with your teams, if you're Kapaa, what do you say?
You know, if you're Kapaa, you're happy with the result. You know, I think this time Monday they were out of it, pretty much, basically. You know, and they've done a better job. You know, although they haven't contained the drives by Miguel and Manera, you know, they've limited or even shut down Kauai's three-point attack. And, you know, like I've talked about earlier in the pregame, you know, you got to give something up. And, you know, three-pointers are momentum changers. You know, once one guy catches on fire, you know, basket gets big and you know, everybody feels confident. It gets the crowd into the game. And, you know, Kapaa has done that. And, you know, for Kauai, Coach Yoshioka, you know, probably I've talked about it earlier, maybe the hangover effect of winning the first-round title. You know, maybe taking it easy, you know, but I'm pretty sure he went in there and said, you know, it's a dogfight. You know, we got to come out with more intensity, play better, you know, finish plays, and, you know, and keep this win streak going.
Official photographer of the Jams 98.1 sports crew. So I'm trying to get a few pictures here.
Versatility.
I love that title. 2:05 left in halftime, and Kauai High School's been out for a couple of minutes, and they've been shooting around. Kapaa. I've always thought that is a bad thing, because the best time to take a shot is right, you know, as soon as you get the ball early in the game, because it just came out of warm-ups, and then coming out of halftime after you're done warming up, take a shot, you know?
Yeah, you know, that's why, you know, that's why there's warm-ups, you know, so, you know, to get warm, so, you know, so you can shoot better or get the range. And, you know, Kapaa has been there for a long time. And, you know, I believe if they're not here by a certain time, if I'm not mistaken, they get a technical foul. I'm not sure about that. I know for football, if you're not on the field on time, you know, you get a penalty. So, you know, we'll see what happens. And, you know, you hate to come out of the locker room and rush to the bench and check in your players and get straight to, you know, not get settled and get straight on the floor and not be ready to play.
In the JV game, it was Kauai High School over Kapaa. Pretty good game, 36-31. Christopher Cromartie, 18 for the Red Raiders. Somi Fonua, 8 for the Warriors. But yeah, that was a pretty good game for most of the way.
You know, from what I've seen from, you know, the third quarter, I think the change or the momentum change for Kauai was when the Kapaa coach, they picked up the double technicals. You know, the game I think was only a 6-point game at that time, and you know, the Kapaa, you know, picked up the technicals. I think Cromartie went to the line, made 3 or 4, you know, widened the gap, and, you know, Kauai was able to hang on at the end because, you know, at the end, Kapaa started to press, get some open layups, and, you know, kind of close the gap to respectability.
There we go, those long words again. 15 seconds to go here in halftime. Kapaa is not, you know, I talked to Coach John about the slow starts in the first and second and third quarters, and this is one of the reasons why.
You know, maybe they felt that they had to get things done before they even, you know, make their adjustments before they even step on the floor, and you know, we'll see what happens with the no warm up. And, we'll see how long it takes them to get into the flow of the game.
I want to thank Sal Ochoa from Sal's Salsa for hooking me up with some salsa and chips in that little break. And hummus. First time I've ever had that. It's pretty cool. 7:52 to go. Start of the third quarter here at the Bernice Hundley Gym. Kaone Miguel has got a couple of threes in this game, has the ball. Kapaa will come out in a man-to-man defense. Bryce Johnson, Cormac, wide open lane, takes it to the basket, and he misses the easy layup. You're not going to get much easier ones than that. There's Miguel in the lane, gets shoved from behind, no whistle. Johnson, Cormac, that's a travel. Good call by the officials. But oh my goodness, did he miss an easy one?
Lucky break for Kapaa because, Mo and Schmidt didn't switch and gave Johnson Cormac a wide open layup. And then he rolled it out of the hoop.
There's Bernie Calvin. Now he gets it to Havelu Inanad. Got a 2019 lead for the Red Raiders. 7:14 to go here in the third quarter. Nice little turnaround jumper by Tristan Havelu Inanad. And the Warriors take the lead for the first time tonight, or against Kauai High School, the first time in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Better start for Inanad. Missed the first shot of the game opening, and now he makes his first shot. So we see what happens. Maybe this could turn him on.
Well, Texan comes up with a behind the back, just throw it up and pray type of shot, and it goes in. So Texan now with 6 points. Kapaa gonna move the ball around and see if they can get something inside. And here's Texan with the steal. Fifita comes in. Oh, that's got to be a flagrant. There we go. And first of all, I didn't think Texan was going to go up and dunk it, first of all. But, I know Fifita doesn't want to give up the easy basket, but that could have hurt somebody.
It makes it more glaring when you swipe or you swing at somebody. It brings attention to him. Now, this could be a big foul because now it's 2 shots for Texan, and I believe they have the ball out of bounds. So that's an extra possession for Kauai High. And, that's tough on Fifita. He didn't want to give up the dunk, But, again, the swing coming down is probably what gave it away.
And I kind of think that, Fifita ought to tell the ref, I didn't want him to break my backboard. Come on, we don't have an extra backboard. And now Coach John is going to go ahead and argue this call. He's going to call a timeout. And first of all, I think it's a good call by the official. Let's establish that. And I'm not sure what the argument is for Coach John.
I think Coach John is arguing that he was going for the ball, which Fifita was going for the ball. But when you wind up and you take a swipe, it makes it look way bad than what it really actually is. And from the last time I remember, the last time Coach John argued with the refs, he took back-to-back timeouts and it ignited the Warriors. So maybe there's a method to his madness right here. So we'll see if this ignites the Warriors.
I lost it a little bit. But no, I think this is the proper call. And the worst thing about all of this is Kapaa took the lead about a minute and a half ago, and they gained a lot of momentum, towards the end of the first half, coming out of halftime. And something like this is just a huge momentum killer.
I think this is the first lead in the last, I say, 6 quarters plus, that Kapaa has taken over Kauai. And, just like you said, they've come close. They've taken a lead. They get to exhale, and now, they give Keikoa Texan 2 shots. Obviously misses the first one, but, now end the possession after that. So, we'll see what happens.
Texan 23% coming into this game, and he gets the back end of that. So it's now 23-21. Texan now with 7 points on the night. Whoa, we get the Coke and he gets the Sunday. Here's the score by Texan. He has got 9 points on the night. I guess he gave it to the better looking guy. Schmick on the far side. Schmick gets it to Havelo Inanad, and that shot's no good. Kapaa with the rebound. Yam shot is no good. Rebound, Schmick puts it up. And it's going to be a foul against Kumlat from behind. And, well, if you're going to force the ice cream on me, I guess I'll take it. 4 personals on Kumlat. First team foul in the second half by Kauai High School. And Carson Schmick misses the first.
You know, with a game like this, with every possession, you know, being important, when you have free throws, you got to do your best to try and make them.
Schmick is 80% coming into this game from the foul line. And you guys take over for a few minutes here. Second free throw is no good. Rebound, Texan. Here come the Red Raiders, 5:52 to go. We might have to take an unscheduled break. Miguel, top of the key, gets it to Manera. Manera into the lane, now outside to Texan, into the lane, puts it up. I think he feels that there was a foul, no whistle. Havelo Inanad through traffic. Kapaa with the basketball. Havelo Inanad gets a screen from Fifita. Here's a 3, that's up, no good. Rebound, Johnson Cormack, lead pass to Manera. Manera takes it right to the basket, the scoop shot, yes.
You know, nice little scoop shot by Manera, you know, with Fifita bearing down on him and, you know, able to score on that layup.
I feel like my birthday all over again with all this ice cream and soda. There's a timeout called for by Kapaa, so I'm not sure what kind of break we got here.
Ice cream break.
Oh yeah, we got an ice cream break. So Elton can, we'll figure out what's going on. A full timeout, yes. We'll take a 60-second break. KIF basketball on KauaiSports.com and Jams 98.1. I'll be right back. Wow. So sorry, man.
We feel for you, Chris.
You didn't want it?
Nah, I'm good.
You know, when I was losing all this weight, people thought I had cancer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. We got a little while more here. Inbounds pass by stolen by Manera, and he scores on the basket. Not a very good inbounds pass.
You know, and that's exactly what you don't want. You know, I think Coach John called the timeout to settle his team down, and you turn it over, giving Kauai 2 points.
I think they probably even designed an inbounds play. There's a shot by Shira, no good. Gets his own rebound. His shot is no good. Rebound, Fifita puts it up. He can't get it to go. However, it's going to be a foul against one of the red shirts. And it's going to be against Kekoa Texan. His first, team second, but this will put Fifita at the foul line shooting 2.
You know, I think that's a case of, you know, Texan didn't even jump for those 3 shots, and, you know, the Kapaa player just, you know, worried about his blocks and, you know, just flying it at the rim and hoping it go in, and, you know, luckily for the 3 shots at it, but luckily for them, Mo got to pick up the foul, you know, makes the first out, has another one, has another free throw.
Fifita averages 7.5 per game, 40% from the foul line, gets a second one. So makes 1 of 2. Kauai High School with the basketball, 4:40 to go. They call out play, oh, they got horns there, play 2. They give to Miguel. Nice cut in the middle. Here's Manera, his scoop shot off the backboard's no good. Rebound, Christian Rawson. What a pretty little play there.
You know, nice play on the backside, you know, when the defense falls asleep and Manera just slide it in there.
Saxon Shiro with a nice head fake, takes it right to the glass and he scores. 29-25, Red Raiders up by 4. Johnson Cormack being hounded by Christian Roslin. They get it to Miguel. Here's the 3 ball, that's in! Kaone Miguel with his second triple of the night. And He has got 12 points. 3:51. Here's the shot by Shira, and he gets that to go. He's got 8 points, and Shira starting to show himself in the middle of in the lane.
You know, right there, you know, Coney Miguel hits the 3, and then going back the other way, Kauai falls asleep on the backside. You know, nice cross-court pass to Saxon Shira, who scores the 2, and now we have a scoreboard problem on the Kauai High end, but it looks like they've got it fixed. So I think we'll be getting back to action soon.
No, keep going. 3:42. That was very unprofessional. 3:42 to go here in the third. 32-27. Kauai High School. This game's starting to get real good here. A lot chippy too. Outside, Johnson Cormack head fake, takes it to the basket. Oh, he got fouled, and we're not going to get a whistle. Pepita in the middle of the lane. Oh, knocked away by Texon. This ended up about halfway up the stands. And I just praised him in the first half for keeping it in bounds. And this one, he hits it to the back line.
You know, you could see him timing that. You know, Mo was going to the basket. Texon was timing that and kind of swatted that ball halfway up to the basket.
They give it to Schmick. Little turnaround jumper. It's no good. Rebound Texon. Lead pass. That's stolen away by Christian Roslin. Kapaa with the basketball. Roslin through all kinds of traffic. Gets it to Shira. Head fake, Shira to the lane, off the glass, yes! We're gonna get a foul prior to the shot. I think it's a good call by the official. No doubt he took an extra dribble. This will go against Johnson Cormack. His second, team's third.
So it seems like the action is picking up a bit. You know, both teams getting after each other, both teams making tough shots, and you know, it looks like it's gonna be an exciting one coming down the stretch.
5-point lead for the Red Raiders, 32-27. Here's Fifita to throw it in for Kapaa. Oh, nice give to Schmick. Puts it up. No good, but that's no doubt a foul against the Red Raiders. And this is, I'm pretty sure it's going to go against Armstrong. And it is his third, team's fourth. This will put Carson Schmick at the foul line, shooting 2.
You know, nice little play by the Warriors right there. Everybody's spreading out, and Schmick coming down the lane. Nice feed and picking up that foul. Now he's at the line. He got to convert these 2 free throws.
3:05 to go here in the third. Schmick needs these as he gets the first one. It's now 32-28, Warriors trailing by 4.
Now that looks like an 80% free throw shooter right there. You know, the ball, nice rotation, nothing but net.
Second free throw for Schmick is up and good. You know, in that playoff game on Monday, Kapaa shot 80% from the foul line, and a lot of good that did them. So us saying about good free throw shooting, we're losing our argument a little here.
You know, Kauai was just on fire on Monday from the 3-point line, and you know, the 80% didn't factor much in for Kapaa.
Here's the third basket of the quarter for Monera. He has got 8 points overall. Left all alone and buried it from the elbow. Fifita to Shira. On the baseline, Yabes, good head fake. Gets Berkman to bite, and he buries a shot. Daniel Yabes now with 9 points. First basket of the second half.
You know, action picking up. Nice shot by Yabes right there, driving and stepping back for an open jump shot.
34-31, Kauai High School. Here's a shot by Armstrong. Misses everything. Shira down court. The layup, yes. Good job with the big guy running the court.
You know, nobody back there for the safety. You know, Shira leaked out, got a nice easy layup.
10 points for Shira. Gunnar Berkman, he'll put up the 3. Looks good, and it's short. He had a nice rhythm there. Came off the dribble and set his feet. Yabes right to the basket. Blocked by Miguel, out of bounds, and it's going to be Kapaa basketball. No, they say off of Yabes. Red Raider basketball.
You know, nice block by, I believe was it Monera or Miguel? You know, nice block by Miguel, not picking up that foul. You know, actually deflecting it off of Yabes right there.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they call this the works.
The works.
The works, I think. 34-33, a 1-point lead for the Red Raiders. Miguel to Monera, poked away by Shira. Monera gets it back, throws it into the hands of Yabes. He overshoots Rawson, who tracks it down in the corner. And almost a steal by Johnson Cormack, and it is. They say off of Schmick, it'll be Kauai High School basketball.
You know, Johnson Cormack just check back in and loses the headband and causes a turnover.
That was the problem, the headband.
You know, players are very superstitious. You wear something, you know, different and your game is not going on, not the same as the game before, it's going to come off.
No, it's blame the headband. That's what it is. Here's Monero off of his foot. 3-on-2 break for the Warriors. Christian Rawson, left side of the lane, puts it up. Yes! Warriors back into the lead. Here's a quick pass down low to Texan. Monero back to Texan. Bounce pass to Miguel. He's going to launch a three. It's up. No good. Rebound. Christopher Yam. Kapaa with the basketball and a 1-point lead. 35-34. Kapaa coaching staff wants them to get a good look. Roslin almost picked by Miguel. Good job defensively by Kaone Miguel. Yabes guarded by Berkman. At the foul line, Yam puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound Schmick. They're going to reset everything. Schmick to Yabes. Good head fake. Puts it up. Oh, and Texan smacks it away. Berkman with the basketball to Monero. There's Miguel. Into the lane. Back outside Monero for three. It's up. Good. Christian Monero, 37-35, Red Raiders.
You know, Monero's been picking up his game. I believe that's like 9 points in this quarter. You know, giving Kauai a lead with that big three.
Monero with 11 overall, 9 in this quarter, like you said. 5 seconds left in the third. Oh, that's got to be a carry and a double dribble. Now a travel, no whistle, as the third quarter buzzer goes off. Probably that's the best quarter we've had in basketball this year.
You know, both teams going at it, both teams making plays, fast breaks up and down the court, and you know, Monero hitting that big three right there at the end of the quarter, giving Kauai a 2-point lead.
End of three, 37-35, Raiders. We'll take a 60-second break. KIF Boys Basketball, KauaiSports.com, and Gems 98.1 will be right back.
Sophomore quarterback coming through, man.
And their free throws by Fifita. He got them both.
Yeah.
Kapaa will have the basketball. What a heck of a third quarter, folks. Kapaa, that's Raphael Rawson with the basketball. You know, if I'm Kapaa, I might think about sticking with the same five that ended at third.
No, they built great momentum, and you know, you gotta stay with them until, you know, like they run dry, like we've talked about, you know, all year.
They lob it inside, stolen away by Kumlat. There's Berkman with the basketball for the Red Raiders, guarded by Kai Maroney. Two guys that'll never look like they're seniors. Texan with the basketball down low, yes. 39-35, Red Raiders.
You know, again, Johnson Cormack drawing the D and making the correct pass for easy baskets for Kauai.
11 for Texan. 4-point lead for the Red Raiders. 7:16 to go here in tonight's game. An exciting matchup here on the east side. Rawson with the basketball. He's guarded by Kumlat. Man-to-man defense for the Red Raiders. Maroney trying to drive on Berkman. Oh, what a move! Gets it up and in, and we got a foul against the Red Raiders.
You know, nice little move by Maroney, bringing the ball over the defender's head and going to the basket and drawing the foul now at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
First personal on Berkman, 15 foul against the Red Raiders. Maroney's got 4 points with a free throw coming. Maroney on the season. 6 of 6 from the foul line, and they jinxed him. And a rebound, head fake, puts it up, no good. And Maroney down for Kapaa. And sorry folks, but I don't know what's going on with our board here. 6:48 to go. Here's a steal by Texan. Texan 1-on-3, coming down court, off the glass, yes.
You know, Texan just outrun 3 Warrior defenders for an easy layup.
41-37, 4-point lead for the Red Raiders. Maroney. Now we'll get a... Oh, we're going to get a little hand check by Gunnar Berkman. His second 16 foul against the Red Raiders.
You know, that didn't look like much right there. You know, unfortunately for Berkman, you know, picked up the foul.
Maroney throws it into Haveluina Nod. To Schmick. Knocked away by Kumlat. Rosslin. And he's stolen away by Manera. Here come the Red Raiders. 3-on-3 break. Manera splits the defenders. Fouled before he puts a shot up. I think this is against Maroney. Non-shooting foul. Is going to go on Christopher Yam. His first. First team foul. Second team foul against the Warriors.
You know, Manera in the second half has been playing real aggressive. You know, scored 9 points in the third quarter and continues his aggressive way, drawing a foul on Yam right there.
4-point lead for Kauai High School. Basket by Moses Fifita. And 41-39. Kapaa trading by a deuce.
You know, nice move by Fifita, you know, scoring on it. That 2-point play, bringing Kapaa to 2 points.
Red Raiders with the basketball. Texan in the corner. Still's got the basketball. Here's Kumlat going baseline. Goes right past Fifita, but a bad angle. Can't put up the shot. Kapaa with a chance to take the lead or tie. Here's Rawson on the layup. Yes! Raphael Rawson, his first two of the game, and we are tied at 41.
You know, we talked about hustle plays right there. You know, it was 1-on-4 with Inanad. Nobody picked up Rawson on the backside, on the right side of the lane. You know, he hustled, got the pass from Inanad and scored 2 to tie the game up with 4:53 left to go.
First basket of the night for Christian Rosslin. And I'll tell you what, it's a heck of a game. Probably the best game we've seen this season.
You know, again, both teams going after it. You know, Kauai takes the lead. You know, then gets complacent a little bit, gets loose with some possessions. Then Kapaa comes right back to tie the score. You know, with 4:53 left. You know, I believe Coach John is telling his team he's doing a good job. You know, now, you know, we're tied. Now we'll see who's the best team with 4 minutes left to go in the game and see if we can finish this to get the victory.
You know, the one thing that's sort of abandoned the Red Raiders here in the second half is their outside shooting.
You know, and Kapaa has done a tremendous job with that. You know, like I've talked about it before, they're running Kauai off the 3-point line and making them make twos, and, you know, that's big.
Kaone Miguel with the basketball. 4:49 to go. Miguel in the lane, no good. Rebound Fifita. And Kapaa has got the chance to go out in front here. Fifita with the basketball. Gets it to a guard. Haveluina Nod. On the wing to Yavis. Tried to go baseline. Manera cut him off. Back to the top of the key. Raphael Rawson for 3. It's up. No good. Rebound Texan. Texan trying to find a guard. Now we're going to get a foul against one of the Warriors. It's either Fifita or Yam. You're going to tag Fifita. I believe that's his third.
You know, right there, Fifita didn't need to reach in. They had a natural trap, but, you know, he reached in on Texan and bailed Kauai out.
Oh, by the way, that ice cream was pretty good.
The works?
I think that's what they call it around here. See, I'm too busy oogling the deep fried spam musubis every night. 41-41, 4:15 remaining in tonight's game. Start of round 2 here in KIF boys basketball. Manera with the basketball. Looks like they're going to slow things down a little. Manera drives, puts it up, bounces around, no good. Yam with the rebound, stolen by Miguel, puts it up. All kinds of contact, no whistle. Miguel battling to hold possession of that basketball. And now we get a foul by one of the Warriors. This will go against Havelu Inanad, his third, team's fourth non-shooting foul. But I'll tell you what, I cannot understand why Kapaa would complain over that. There was a lot of reaching and contact.
Reaching, contact, probably bodying up on Miguel and pushing him, and that's what Peter Reina called the foul on.
41-41. Oh, a bad pass off of one of the Warriors back to the Red Raiders. Wow, somebody, just hustling, trailing the play, could have kicked it a little. Up top to Texan. On the wing to Johnson Cormac. Back to Texan. Into the lane, back outside Kumlat. They get it to Manera. Now it's Miguel. They look over the defense, call out play 2. 3:38 to go. Manera guarded by Shira. Manera, they break the count. Oh, they're gonna say it hit the cable.
Wow.
And to be honest with you, I didn't see it hit the cable.
Bad break for the Raiders right there. I can't say enough about that cable, but that's a really bad break for Kauai right there.
And I'll tell you what, the one argument somebody can make for changing that rule is right there. Here's off the glass, and good. Rafael Rossin now with 4 points.
Rossin just got into the teeth of the defense, made a nice little layup.
So I'm going to apologize, folks. We're running into some issues here, but we can't pinpoint. Going on. I think this actually could be my mic. So, well, we're gonna have to just deal with this, for the rest of the night here. Well, 43-41 on the basket by Ross. The Kapaa with a 2-point lead. 2:46 remaining. In by far the best game of the season. Johnson Cormac to Miguel. Miguel in the lane from the right elbow. Yes. And
nice shot by Miguel right there. Looked off. The defender was looking to pass it to Texan. When Texan wasn't open, took the nice little jumper to tie the game up.
14 for Kaone Miguel. Here's Christian Rosslin in the lane. Yes! Christian Rosslin with an incredible shot that goes in.
And right now, Kapaa turning the tables against Kauai. Kapaa couldn't keep Kauai from driving the ball. Now Kapaa driving the ball to the basket. And, Rostin's at the line with the old-fashioned 3-point play.
And I'll tell you what, that could be our leading candidate for our Grove Farm play of the game. Free throw is up and good. So Christian Rosslin gets the 3-point play. 46-43, Kapaa. Kauai has with the basketball. Here's Manera. Manera to the basket, puts it up, no good. Texan had it, loses it, but into the hands of Johnson Cormac, knocked away by Schmick. Out of bounds. It's going to be Kauai High School basketball. And Texan, I think, asking for a technical. I'm not sure why. Kauai High School's going to throw it in. Johnson Cormac looking for some help. There's Miguel. Miguel with the shot, no good. Gets it to Shira. Here's Yabes. His pass knocked away by Manera into the hands of Johnson Cormac. And Johnson Cormac's pass is stolen by Rosslin. Havelu Inanad back to Christian Rosslin. 1:50 to go. Havelu Inanad to Shira. His shot, not a very good shot. Rebound Schmick, yes.
Nice hustle by Schmick, getting the rebound over Johnson Cormac. Kauai looks a little winded. Looks like Coach Yoshioka is going to call timeout right here.
1:35 to go. And 48-43 in favor of Kapaa. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break. It's KIF Boys Basketball on KauaiSports.com and Jams 98.1 will be right back. 60. We're back here at the Bernice Hunley Gym. 48-43 Warriors leading the Red Raiders. Johnson Cormack on the wing to Monero for 3. That's up. Bouncing around, yes! Monero scores. And that looked like it hit the cable more than the other shot.
Again, unlucky the first time, lucky this time. That was a big possession for Kauai, and now it's down to 2. Looks like Kapaa is going to take some air out of the ball right here.
Veluina nod to Christian Rosslin on the wing. Dribbles into the lane, loses it to Monera. Then he's going to follow up with a foul. Normally, I'd call that a silly foul, but not in this case. He had to stop the Red Raider fast break.
Ill-advised drive by Rosslin right there. I thought Kapaa would take the air out of the ball. They're already in a 1-on-1. Kauai had to foul, but Kauai came up with a good defensive play. Now they have a chance to either tie or take the lead.
And nobody comes back to help Johnson Cormack. Gets it to Texan, and it's stolen away by Havelo Inanad. Then Johnson Cormack returns the favor. And now we get Christian Rosslin running into Johnson Cormack. And for Christian Rosslin, it's his 4th personal. And let's see, that's going to be 16 fouls against Kapaa. So not a shooting bonus yet.
2 back-to-back plays by Rosslin, ill-advised plays. Now puts Johnson Cormack with a chance to tie this game with under a minute left to go.
Now they're saying it's the 1-and-1 bonus for Bryce Johnson Cormack. He's got 1 point on the night, 1 of 3 from the foul line. Gets this one.
Big free throw right there can tie the game up and make it a tie game, and we'll see who comes back with the last possession.
And now we get a timeout called for by Kapaa. And it's going to be a full timeout, but we're going to keep it right here. And what happened was on that foul shot, Havelo Inanad came in and really got into Johnson Cormack. Then as the timeout was being called, one of the officials walked up behind Havelo Inanad, and I'm sure he said, "You do that again, I'm going to call a foul on you."
And you don't want that with the game coming, down to the wire where it's back and forth. You don't want to pick up a silly foul to give Kauai, an ill-advised, free throw where something you can't control. It's just a little extra curricular that you don't need to have going on. And, Kapaa takes a timeout right here, maybe to ice Johnson Cormack, but more importantly to set up, if he does make or miss, to set up probably their last offensive possession right here.
We're inside of a minute at 56.2 seconds. And I was checking my messages, my text messages, and someone said that we were entertaining. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Now, they can also throw in informative. I will take that too. then I know we're doing a great job. So Johnson Cormack at the foul line. He made the first free throw. He's got 1 more coming his way, and if he's good here, he's going to tie the game at 48. Second free throw is way short. And that's one of the worst things that can happen off a free throw.
And that's exactly what the timeout is for, to ice it. Right there, Johnson Cormack didn't even touch the rim.
Christian Rosslin with the basketball to Yabes. Yabes to Havelo Inanad. 1 bounce to Rosslin.
Kauai's got to look to foul right here. Looks like Kapaa is going to take some air out of the ball.
40 seconds to go. 1 point lead. 48-47 in favor of Kapaa. Here's the foul by Monera. That'll put Christian Rosslin at the foul line. He's got 5 points on the evening. So 1-and-1 ball. Just a second team foul against third team foul against Kauai High School. Non-shooting foul. And now they're going to settle things down a little. But Christian Rosslin is going to get to the foul line. Entered tonight's game shooting 57%. And the officials was talking exclusively to Texan and Fifita. I'm not exactly sure if something happened. I didn't catch it. I was watching the ball. But that was a major league discussion.
Things got a little chippy within them. They were bumping each other, and Bronco just wants to control this.
23.9 seconds. Free throw is up and in. 6 points for Roslin. He's got one more free throw.
This is a big free throw right here. You need this one to make it to have Kauai hit a 3 to tie the game.
33.9 seconds to go. Second free throw is also good. Still a one-possession game. 33 seconds to go. Kauai High School with the basketball, and they're going to call a timeout.
Good timeout by Coach Yoshiroka. Is probably going to set up a play right here. Maybe a three-pointer early. But if you have the lane, if they're going to give you the lane, get to the basket, score, and set up your press and play that foul game.
50-47. It's a three-point lead for Kapaa. And although they weren't down a ton like they normally are against Kauai High School in the last 2 games, they were down for most of the game right around that 7-8 range. They did a good job to hang in there and eventually take the lead and build themselves up a lead of their own.
They kept grinding. When they went down by 7, they didn't allow Kauai to take, to make that big three-pointer to open it up to double digits. They kept fighting. They kept working. They got some easy transition points and played tough defense, and that's what got them back into this game. Running Kauai off the three-point line and making them make twos, and Kauai looks a little bit tight right now. Looks a little unorganized. So we'll see what play Coach Ipo comes up with right here.
The one thing about Kauai High School is that they run a lot of their offense off of set plays. Kapaa and Waimea seem to kind of ad-lib everything. 26 seconds to go. Not a good pass by Kumlat. Here's the lead pass to Havalu Inana. Loses it. Gets it right back and gets it to Yabes. Yabes with the basketball. 15 seconds to go. Shira in the corner. Back up top to Christian Roslin. And Johnson Cormack is going to commit the foul. And the Kapaa fans are going crazy here. And that'll put Christian Roslin at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 bonus. It's funny that Coach John is asking for a flagrant.
And that was a bad offensive possession for Kauai. Coach Ipo calls a timeout to set a play. They turn the ball over and gives Kapaa another offensive possession, and now 2 free throws with 9 seconds left to put this game away.
Ross in the front end of the 1-and-1. If he makes this, it's a 2-possession game, and he misses it. And a rebound, Shira. And now we're going to get a reach in on Johnson Cormack.
Golden opportunity right there for the Raiders. And, with inside position, 4 guys against 2 in the lane, they don't come up with the defensive rebound. And, gives Shira hustles for the ball, and now they foul him, and now he's at the line shooting a 1-and-1 also. Okay,
wait. I'm confused here because it was 18 fouls, I believe. Rawson got the free throw, shooting 1-and-1. Now it's 2 shots for Shira, and he makes the first. (51-47). And Kapaa's going to empty the bench. Llewellyn Woodward, Michaela Matayoshi into the game for Kapaa. 5.9 seconds to go. Shira's got another free throw. There it is, good.
And that pretty much ices the game right here for Kapaa.
52-47, 5-point lead for Kapaa. Here's Berkman. Wow, this came from up at Ho'opi Falls. Berkman gets a 3. The game ends 52-50. Kapaa with the victory. They start off round 2, 1-0. Kauai High School 0-1, kind of how we started the season.
Might have been a hangover from the first round championship game for Kauai. They took the lead, kind of relaxed at the end. Kapaa kept grinding, kept fighting. And in the fourth quarter took the lead and never gave up, or never gave the lead up, and finished the game with free throws shooting that we've harped on all year long, and closed out this victory.
Well, by far the best game of the season. And both teams are shaking hands at midcourt. Let's go ahead and we'll take a timeout, a 2-minute break. When we get back, we'll give you the final numbers. KIF boys basketball on KauaiSports.com and Gems 98.1. We'll be right back.